Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. Child, I was absolutely going to cancel today. Okay, y'all thank him. Okay, that's the only reason I'm around here. Because when I told him I was gonna cancel, I was thinking about canceling. He told me go ahead and just go live at 9. Hit the button. And I was like, yeah, okay. And I was still gonna cancel. I was not gonna do a thumbnail. I was gonna cancel and come and talk to y'all tomorrow. But here I am. Okay. I feel like it's not much going on, and that's why it took me a little longer time to get this thumbnail. And it was a long work day, and it's just foolishness going on. But we're gonna have a good time regardless. Thank y'all for tuning in to JayLeesCorner. Happy Thursday, almost Friday. And because I'm live today, and because there's a Pistons game tomorrow, I know I won't be live tomorrow. But we made it. We here. Okay. Yo, I am so tired, but the show must go on, okay? Because if not me, then who? And if not who, then whatever, okay? I have not put any stories in any kind of order. So it's gonna be a good old free for all today because I did not do that, and I did upload a video earlier because I did a card conversation with a couple of topics. I discussed divorced sisters, which is on Paramount Plus, Class BT Plus. I discussed, the black aggressive black woman situation. You know what I'm saying? How came Michelle to me, being fake and phony, whatever. So if you did not see it already, it was a quick little, maybe like 15, 20-minute car conversation up this morning. But yeah, here we are. Okay. When I tell y'all I made up a thumbnail, I made up, try wrong, but I made up hi. Okay. And ignore my tissue. I just walked some tissue and I ain't move it. I came in and dropped it. I was laying. Why my screen, girl? See, you got stuff don't child. I'm like, why is everything off? Because I think I came in, okay, and I was just hitting buttons and hitting stuff because I'm like, why the screen all weird? Why my hair look? Why am I all cut off? Y'all should not have even seen the tissue that I got from Sam's Club that I just have to take into the my closet room. But we made it. I have not redid my lipstick and I also did not take it off. But a good time will be had by all. Please make sure, like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. I really want to take my hair down, but I don't, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna let it be. Okay, we're gonna rock it out. Okay. I just don't feel it's gonna be going around. My point is I am just out of sorts. I need a nap. I need a nap. I need a nap. I need a nap. I need a Snickers. I need $7 million for no reason at all. Seven just seems like a good number. But thank y'all for tuning in. If you were watching live, also thank you to those who are in and watching replay. I appreciate it either way. Okay, we are here and whatnot. I love my thumbnail too, even though I made it up. I was like, who can I put one in? Who can I put around here? I don't know what to do, Jesus. Jesus, fix it. Okay. And then I said, if you can't do nothing else, don't try to find them people in colors. Put in everybody in black. Okay. Can you find the people in black? And I said, Jesus, please make them. And it was hard to find Chris Brown in black. It was hard to find a recent picture of Nicki Minaj recently in black. I said, girl, go take some pictures, bitch. There ain't no pictures. Okay. But yes, we made it, and it's because him was like, go live. Don't cancel today. And probably because, I would not want to go live tomorrow. And so he said, no, let's go live today. So, for the first time and ever, y'all can thank him. Okay. Him put in the work. He did his job as the CEO and president of the sports division of JayLeesCorner. Okay. He was very much so saying, just do it. Now, he also told me don't do a thumbnail. He also said, just go live at 9 o'clock and let it be that. Because he know how much I be stressing for thumbnails. You know what I'm saying? See, when he was like, don't do no, he's like, just go live. Just hit the live button at 9 and leave it at that. Don't do nothing else. So here we are together. Let me share my screen. I'm gonna share my screen already too, because I don't want to wait. We started late at 9:30. And what's funny is at around 8 something, I had changed the time to start at 9:30. But I said, no, you ain't gotta start at 9:30. Just do 9:15. And then I said, well, girl, if you're gonna go live, try to get a thumbnail with the people. Because you need to run through your topics and see who you have. And I said, well, bitch, only like 2 or 3 topics where I don't really know. So we are here together. Okay. And I had posted on my communities tab, like, y'all, fair warning, heads up, I'm tired. Tonight live may be canceled. Okay. May be canceled. I don't know, but here we are together. Okay. Come on, I dress in all black like the Omen, you know what I'm saying? Come on, little Kim. What Lil Kim be doing? What does Lil Kim do for money? I be wondering sometimes, like, what is Lil Kim do? Like, does she get royalties from her music? You think that's what it, I don't know. Anyway, Okay. Right, because you gotta thank him before you get fired. You know what I'm saying? We don't want that man to lose his job around here. At this being the CEO and president of the sports division of JayLeesCorner. Anyway, let's share my screen because again, as I said, I was saving stuff, child, but I wasn't putting nothing in. I was, you know what? I was trying to put stuff in order, and then I just could not focus. Okay, but let's get into some of the crazy stories. Because we do have a few, and I saved some stuff twice. I saved some stuff 3 times because I said I don't know. I don't want stuff to disappear. Okay, so it's if I click on something and it's a double whammy. Let it be a double whammy. Okay, let it be a double whammy. Okay, well let's start here. I said now why did the lady fall off the pier? What happened? 88-year-old woman dies on a Carnival cruise after her mobility scooter fell off a pier in the Bahamas. Who was controlling it? Like, how did she fall off the pier? Like, how did that happen? I did have a drink for me, sir, please. I told them to thank you. So I told them that you were the reason I was on live. You told me to get my ass up. It hit the button at 9 o'clock. And here we are. I did make it. So yeah, thank you. I'll send you payment later. And whatnot. But yeah, I told her for the first time ever, you did your job around here, and they can blame you for something for the right reasons. Okay, everybody, I'm gonna have to try to water. A little water, but it's go get ready for bed, for work and whatnot. Because yes. But back to the lady who died on the cruise. And I feel like if you are on a mobility scooter, somebody should have to help you on and off. No, the first time ever that we can blame you for something that you actually did. You know what I'm saying? So for the first time ever, yes, let's blame him because he did something this time. Usually, I blame you for everything. Even if you ain't got nothing to do with it. It's always his fault. Okay. If the weather if it's too hot outside, it's his fault. Okay. If it's raining outside, it's his fault. If the Pistons was up before halftime and then he went and got in the shower during halftime and then the Pistons lost after halftime, guess whose fault it is? It is his fault. Okay. So I blame him for all the stuff he has nothing at all to do with. But this one time, for the first time ever, we can blame him, and it is really his fault that I came on live today because he told me hit the button at 9. So yes, first time for everything. Anyway, he earns his keep, at JayLeesCorner. You know what I'm saying? He does a fantastic job around here. He gets perks. Okay, he got unlimited PTO days. All the things being the CEO of the sports division of JayLeesCorner. Let's say, according to the Royal Bahamas Police Force, an 88-year-old woman lost control of her mobility scooter, caused her to drive off the pier. Do you need a license for a scooter? Like, shouldn't you have a license to work certain things? Because if it's a mobile thing that has to be driven, did she have a license? I just wonder, because how do you lose control of it? Because the mobility scooter, they're not even that fast. They kind of slow. So was it a slow death? A slow stroll across the pier? Okay. It says during the incident, the woman hit her head against the hull of the vessel before falling into the water, despite her husband and the kind of team quickly acting quickly to remove her from the water and continue to resuscitate her. Okay, the one was put out there. Then that's sad. Okay, now again, if you around here on a scooter, I need you to not lose track of your scooter, and then go. We can't go sit down or your scooter, but they need to have better. Maybe put some rope up. If someone is in a wheelchair, is in a scooter, or whatever it may be, maybe put up a little bumper so that way they can't fall, left or right. Okay, you don't want to fall left or right. Okay, but I feel like a mobility scooter means you can't walk for whatever the reason may be. Your legs don't work right, and so you have to roll around on a little scooter. They had those things also in the supermarkets. You roll around on a little scooter. So I feel like why wasn't somebody watching her? Neither her husband. What were your antennas when she was falling into the water? May she rest in peace. I mean, she 88. That's a good long life. If you think about it, to die on a cruise ship, by the water, maybe that's a good way to go. Okay. Now I don't want to drown because that's a horrible way to die. And maybe because she hit her head on the boat. Did the head hit and kill her, or did the water? I don't know. But 88 is a good long life. Okay. And if you fall into the ocean and hit your head on a steel metal thick ass cruise ship, may she rest in peace. Okay. I just look, get your scooters together, and sometimes don't be near the edges. Okay. McDonald's worker fired after filming herself shoving fries in her mouth before placing them in a fry carton. Hold on, bitch. What?
The video that's now going viral appears to show a McDonald's employee putting fries in their mouth and back into a fry box to presumably be served to customers, while her colleagues laugh on. Now, police told us they're aware and are looking into this with the Board of Health.
Now, first of all, bitch, the mouth fry liquor should be fired. Okay, the lady who held the container and laughed should be fired, and whoever was behind them, everybody fired.
Franchise owners, meanwhile, called it unacceptable.
And why would you feel? You know what? I am very happy that when I was young and I told y'all I've lived a life. Okay, I've lived a life, and I've said time and time again, God saved my life on many occasions, because who knows where I would have been if Jesus was not watching. However, I still feel like when you do dumb, immature stuff, we wasn't recording none of that shit. And these days, so many idiots do dumb stuff, record it, and then upload it to social media. Bitch, for what? First of all, when I go to McDonald's, if I touch a fry and it's wet, I'm parking my car, I'm going inside, and I'm flipping the fucking table. Because why my fries wet? And why would you ever put fries in your mouth and then put them and then your hand, your raw, dirty, nasty Caucasian hands is all on the food, bitch. Girl, everybody need to be fired. Her, the other lady, fired and punched in the throat. Okay, a deep, deep punch in the throat immediately. Okay, and you also dumb enough to show your face on the social clip. That is maybe something she posted in close friends, thinking only my close friends can see it. And that also means she is a disgusting human being. Okay. What that means is she's done this before. She's also stuck other things in her mouth to be funny to customers who are either upset at her or whatever. That's why I am a firm believer in I don't fuss with people who make my food. Now, after I get my food, if I'm upset with you, I may cuss your ass out if it calls for that. And I don't really cuss folks out about food. But, I don't understand the point of being disgustingly nasty and putting my fries in your mouth, bitch, and then put them in a container. Girl, I'm glad she got fired. Okay, I hope her prostate falls out. I hope her vagina. I hope her vagina closes. I hope it is seals itself shut. I hope the lining of her vagina seals itself shut forever. Okay, and her coochie dry up like the Sahara Desert. Because if you want to put your wet mouth on my fucking hot fried bitch, I hope your coochie sews itself up and dies. Anyway, that may be a little harsh, but why would you do that? Like, what sense does that make? Now, white people doing white things. HGTV's Renovation Aloha host, is it Kamoai? I'm going to say Kamoai. And Tristan, I may be mispronouncing it. Kamala, hit with $40K in fine for allegedly running an illegal Hawaii Airbnb rentals. Why y'all be breaking up? A lot of folks be breaking the law. And for the stupid ass reasons, okay? Now they're facing financial and legal trouble after being hit with a $40K in fines for allegedly operating illegal Airbnb rentals in Hawaii. Per the Honolulu Civil Beat, the couple behind Renovation Aloha violated Honolulu's strict short-term rental law through multiple properties tied to their company. Now, see, y'all can't be, look, is it ever worth it? Okay. One property listed in Tristan's name offer states at as short as 3 nights, $4,000 per night without the proper permits. The outlet reports that listing resulted in a $10K fine before the rental requirements were changed to 30 night minimum. Why y'all look? I don't like owing people money. I don't want to be fined. Okay. I really feel like it's not worth it. Okay. I guess the rule in Honolulu, okay, you can't have short stay rentals. Okay. I guess it's supposed to be longer. Okay, because right here it says, it changed to a 30-night minimum stay, meaning they don't want people coming in for 2 or 3 days. Come here for a long time, little month, and then leave. Okay. Another property reported accumulated 30K in penalties after citations dating back to July 2025. I just feel like y'all stop being dumb. Okay, respect the rules of wherever it is you live. Look, why is they not white? They're not white. They different. Wait, I got something else I want to get into. Wait, where is I gotta find it, bitch. Where did it go? I don't know. This is why. Is it this one? Yeah. So first of all, I be seeing titles of stuff and I be asking myself, is that real? Does that really happen? A 32-year-old man cut off his friend's hands and head. Yeah, his hands and his head. After allegedly seeing him physically assault his girlfriend, challenged him to fight. First of all, now I get the fact that people don't want to see other people abused, and seeing somebody else abused makes you upset. But at what point do you get so upset with somebody that you cut off their hands and their head? That's a lot.
Brutal. This is awful. This is a word it's not good enough to really describe this.
Unspeakable crimes in apartment 12.
The victim's hands and head were dismembered, Your Honor.
32-year-old Christopher Ebanks appearing before a judge, facing first-degree murder.
He looked like whatever they say I did. Okay? Whatever it is, anybody say I did, I absolutely did it. Okay? Look me in my face and just know, yes, I did it. Now, I don't know what.
Kidnapping charges. Phoenix police say the victim's girlfriend witnessed the killing and then was forced to help clean it up.
She's in fear for her life.
The victim and his girlfriend lived together at the apartment complex where this happened on May 7th near 24th and Oak Streets. Investigators say afterward, Ebanks took her to his own apartment in Glendale to shower.
When he did order her to do that, he either had a gun and or a knife.
He like, man, I ain't had no gun. I ain't had no knife. I just told her to do if I kill her. I didn't have no gun, no knife. But you got to head. Once I see you kill someone and cut their hands and head off, if you tell me to go do something, I'm going to go because I don't want to be next.
Did that allegedly to remove all evidence.
Our detectives are extremely confident that this individual is a victim, and extremely confident that anything that they may have done throughout this whole scenario was in duress.
Ebanks was released from prison exactly 1 month before this murder.
Why was he out of prison?
He's a convicted felon with a violent criminal history.
Why was he out of prison? Now look, I know a thing to where no one wants to, force people to stay in prison, let them out, give them a chance to rehabilitate or whatever. But sometimes leave people in there.
Serving time for armed robbery and aggravated assault.
This is a big jump regardless of where you started from.
According to court records, detectives believe this started as a fight, and then Ebanks used an axe-like weapon to stab the victim to death before dismembering him. Officers discovered most of his body inside the hallway closet.
What you mean most of? What was it?
It's one thing to murder someone. It's another thing to go through dismemberment afterwards.
And the victim's girlfriend told authorities after extensive cleanup efforts, Ebanks left the scene with a suitcase. The next day, he was arrested at his Glendale apartment, and that's where police found the missing body parts inside a suitcase. Ebanks is locked up tonight on a $1 million cash-only bond.
First of all, if you kill your friend in front of somebody, okay, then you chop them up, leave some of them at the crime scene, take the rest of them with you in a suitcase, you should not have no bond. Shouldn't be no bond. Okay, there are some situations to where they should be like, you know what, no bond denied. Okay, and I think a part of that should entail if you ever take someone's life, because I do believe this. I believe that a person can accidentally, in the heat of a moment, kill somebody and oops, my bad. However, once you realize, oops, my bad, I killed somebody, if your next idea is, you know what, let me get a saw, let me get a sword, let me get something sharp enough to separate the body from itself. That's a whole nother level of crazy, a whole other level of insaneness. So once that kind of person is arrested, they should have no bond at all. Because what if somebody put up the bond and then the goddamn body separator is out on bond in the world where there's other knives and forks and spoons and things and this? No. And then the girlfriend who had to witness her boyfriend be murdered and then cut up, okay? And then she's forced to help clean it up. Bitch, I can't even properly cut up chicken. Look, I could not be out in the wilderness, okay, and catch me a chicken, okay, and then cut the chicken up, and I can't do none of that shit. So when people be like, oh yeah, they killed the person and cut, I'm like, bitch, how you do all that? What kind of insane person are you? So yeah, leave his ass in jail forever. And sometimes when people are found guilty of crimes, let their ass stay in the prisons and don't get out. Okay. Michigan room breakdown after receiving 30 years for killing his best friend following an argument on his wedding night. Stop killing people.
There has to be a consequence. You are sentenced to 30 years to life with credit for 618 days.
Now I'm looking confused. Did you kill somebody?
you will receive credit for 618 days. There is a crime victim rights fee of $130 and $204 state minimum cost. There is restitution, Mr. Ross.
Let's make Judge. If something comes up, I will notify the court, but I've asked the family, I don't think we have everything. I think,
You're asking
bills are covered, so there will be any restitution.
I'm sorry, there won't be?
There won't be, Judge, no.
All right. The court will not address restitution. Presumably, if there is an issue, that will be handled by other means. Counsel approach.
Now, he's 24, okay, 24-year-old James Shira was sentenced to at least 30 years in prison for the death of his friend and groomsman, Terry Taylor Jr., okay? Prosecutor said he intentionally struck him with an SUV following an alcohol-fueled argument during a wedding celebration in Flint back in 2024. People, you know, I'm a firm believer in you never want to make permanent decisions off of temporary feelings. Meaning, if you are temporarily upset, I'm a little perturbed right now, I'm a little upset right now, you need to think past the upsetness. Because when you make permanent decisions, meaning when you kill somebody, there is no coming back from killing somebody. Okay, you can't take that back. If you take somebody's money, you can give it back. You can reimburse them for their money. You can't bring nobody back from the dead. So you have to learn to not make permanent decisions based on temporary feelings and emotions, okay? Because what it ends, your ass ends up in prison for 30 years, okay? So during sentencing, he broke down in court and apologized to the family. The one thing I can do for the rest of my life is express my apology and remorse. I will forever be sorry. Per reports, he and his wife, Savannah, had gotten married early the same day before the celebration, moved to a house gathering. The prosecutor said Shirai, is it Shirai or Shirai? Shirai had been drinking when he got into an argument with Taylor, the person said. Authorities claim he later left the scene, returned with a vehicle and hit him. So it's the equivalent of leaving and going to get a gun. You fussing with somebody, you leave the incident, you come back with a gun and pop out. If you leave an argument or situation and come back with a car and hit somebody with your car and it kills them, okay? His attorney argued the crash was not intentional, but prosecutor said he had enough time to think before coming back, which is true. You know, and again, you get so wound up with I'm drunk, I'm upset. And again, it was his best friend. You killed your best friend on your wedding night because you were drunk and stupid. And again, while you may not have intentionally thought, if I hit him with my car, he won't die. I won't go. But that's just stupid. Okay. Also, the wife later pleaded guilty to one count of accessory after the fact. Okay. She had to pay some money in fines. You people, you're not, girl, rephrase. People have to learn you cannot do stupid shit. Because again, he's sitting here looking like, oh my God, 30 years.
Oh, yes. Strike that. Amending the sentence. The court cannot issue a 30 years to life sentence. Court will issue a sentence of 30 to 40 years. Again, credit for 618 days. Amending your attorney, your notice of appellate rights, Mr. Shirer, you'll sign one copy. That copy will come back to the court. You'll keep the other for your records.
Was it 30 to 40 or I didn't hear what you said?
30 to 40, yes.
I think we have to do.
You have to do more.
Do 2/3.
Yes.
45. Yeah, I think 45.
Again, amending the sentence 30 to 45. Thank you.
I think here in Michigan, unless someone gets life in prison, if it's like life, I think that's about 30 years. But again, if he's 24 now, if he has to serve, at least 30 years, he'll get out before he's 60.
There has to be a consequence. You are sentenced to 30 years to life with credit for 618 days.
He was shocked. He was like, nigga, what?
You will receive credit for 618 days. There is a crime victim.
He was shocked. However, you can't, that's why I tell y'all, I was a hothead back in the day. So I'm lucky, child. I'm lucky. Because I got into a fight one time and I kicked a girl in the head. That girl could have died. You know what I'm saying? It's like when I tell you there are moments of, oh my God, was like, just stop it. And you know what I'm saying? Calm me down. But that's why now at 44, I'm not up here getting upset and fussing with folks. It's not worth it. I'm not going out and getting drunk and getting belligerent, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot. And it's not worth it. I can't imagine being 24. You didn't kill your best friend. Your wedding night is ruined. Okay. And now you have to go serve 30 years in prison. And prison is not fun at all. Like there's no way around it. So y'all don't be making these. Don't y'all do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It say the NYPD found 300 pounds of illegal marijuana during a Bronx eviction. If y'all was making that much money with the weed, why y'all getting evicted? What started as a routine eviction in the Bronx turned into a huge bust after NYPD and city officials reportedly discovered nearly 300 pounds of illegal weed in an apartment grow house. Now, first of all, if you are growing you have 300 pounds of weed, but could not afford the rent, how much is your rent? Okay. Authorities of the apartment was packed with cannabis plants, THC flowers, hydroponic equipment, UV lights, ventilation systems, and even illegal electrical wiring. The crazy part, neighbors say they barely saw anybody going in or out the apartment. Who the fuck was the weed? Who was the weed man? I never understand if you are out there selling the weed. Why you evicted? You making the monies? People love weed. They like weed. I'm not a weed person. But being evicted, believe it. Now, first of all, I know some folk get evicted and they'll leave like their old furniture or whatever. But why would you leave the money making weed? Take that with you. Or offer that to the landlord. Maybe you want to evict you. I don't know. Either way it go, the person is evicted. Okay. Now I don't know this white man, but this white man looked like he killed people for a living. What is this shot? What happened? Because I'm confused.
He was sitting on the corner. I walked up.
Chud the builder. What's a Chud? And what is he building? Chud the builder shoots man and mistakenly grades himself after getting struck for saying he's a racist.
Up to him because they were pointing at me. They were laughing. They were pointing at me, and I said, "What's up, guys? How y'all doing?" I said, "Y'all like the new suit?" He said, "Walk away from me." I walked away from him. He came back up to me. He literally said, "I have PTSD. I feel like I'm in." He said, "You start saying all that chimp out shit to me, I'm gonna hit you." He hit me. Started wailing on me, even after I had to defend myself by shooting him. He was still wailing on me.
So a racist live streamer shot somebody in the stomach, ended up also shooting himself. And then right here it says he's been charged with attempted murder. Well, good. I hope his booty hole gets used in prison. Why? I feel like the arrest came days after he was taken into custody in Nashville following disturbance at a steakhouse. Police said he refused to pay $371 bill after being asked to stop live from the restaurant. Look, I don't like Caucasian folks who are racist for one. And so if somebody is out here being dumb and they accidentally shoot themselves, and then they're also charged with attempted murder because they shot somebody else, I hope he goes to prison. I hope his booty hole gets used by the black men, by big black, burly black men, big old black men with huge penises. I hope they beat up his booty. Being out in public as a woman is getting that was always been dangerous. What is going on here? What now? A woman gets berated at a Kroger after the customer becomes upset that she's wearing gym clothes. Now, why you care, bitch?
You see these people? Yeah, she look like a whole bitch. Look at her. Look.
What's a whole bitch?
You want to be by me? Follow me. Follow my.
I'm gonna follow you to the. I'm gonna follow you.
Your pussy look like you want to be fucked.
Yo, back up.
I wish I had a dick.
Yo,
I wish I had a dick.
Why are you doing all this?
Because you look like you want to be fucked.
I went to the gym, ma'am. I'm not pressed.
LA Fitness.
Well, guess what? You need to focus on. You look like you need some nourishment. Go focus on the fruits. Get you some protein and focus. This is crazy. Look. You see this shit I be dealing with? I be minding my business.
Now, first of all, if I'm in the grocery store minding my business and someone's walking up on me trying to, mess with me, I'm gonna probably punch when they throat because I feel attacked.
She lucky I even fucking entertain her skinny, goofy ass. And I just fucking got a pump, bitch. We could get it in the public, so wherever the fuck I'm at. What's up? Huh? Shit crazy, bro.
Now, first of all, the other lady look like a crackhead, and I don't want to find no crackhead. I'm just saying.
Excuse me. Now I gotta act regular.
I hope you got a large following. Don't look like this nasty bitch, okay? She look like she want to be fucked, right? So I stopped her nicely and I asked her, why are you naked in the store? Fuck you, bitch. Suck my finger. This is the only dick I got. Come on, suck it.
Please, back up.
In your ass,
back up, bro.
11 nigga bitches want to be fucked and twerked. Fucking naked. She naked, fuck her. Fuck that bitch.
No, it's just like.
What you think that, right? You know my face out there.
What's up, man? How you know? Look, you see the shit I'm dealing with?
You know why? Because she fucking naked and ain't to the gym. Y'all know you like it.
This is my friend. This is my friend. Now you're seeing his.
Yeah, I see that shit. Or unless he got a sock in there.
Oh my God. You worried about everything but your goofy self. You look like you need some, my love.
Why she fucks with a crackhead in the store? Why? The lady look like a crackhead.
You see these people?
Yeah.
And
she look like a whole bitch. Look at her. Look. You want to be by me?
Once you grab my hair, I'm swinging. Okay? Once you grab at me, you grab at my hair, I'm turning around and I'm swinging and talking. We got to fight. Bitch, we'll fight. Let's fight. Let's go, okay? But I'm not fussing with a crackhead in the grocery store. Okay? Not on any given Sunday. Okay? Now, the light-skinned girl who was in the store in her, in workout clothes, why you care? Unless you see her actual nipple and her coochie hairs, why do you care? People do go to the gym in their gym clothes, and then they go and they run a couple of errands. I mean, again, unless you see coochie lips, okay, areolas, why do you care? But once you run up on me and you touching me and you around me and I feel like you are being weird, I have to beat you up because you won't go away. And even her saying she looked like she wants to be fucked, how? Unless she on the ground, bucket naked, with her legs open, how does she look like she wants to be fucked? Girl, that's not, girl, and crackheads. Child, crackheads, okay? 29-year-old Florida man arrested after reportedly stabbing his grandmama 11 times after being asked to help bring the groceries in the house. And he said, somebody gonna die today. Now, I don't understand why people this say no. You don't have to kill somebody because they say, hey, bring in the groceries, okay? 29-year-old Florida man behind bars after police say he really stabbed his grandmama 11 times on Mother's Day. Bitch, on Mother's Day. Keo Nottage Jr. snapped after his cousin asked him to help his granny following a Mother's Day grocery run. Police say he became enraged during the argument and allegedly threatened that somebody gonna die today before grabbing a kitchen knife and attacking a grandmama. Court documents state the cousin stepped outside to call someone to calm the situation down, but moments later heard screams come from the inside. When he ran back inside, he allegedly saw the cousin holding a knife while the grandmama was on the floor. Police say he then chased the cousin out of the house by waving the knife and making threats. Authorities arrested. He was wait, what? Authorities arrested maybe him. A typo. He was arrested at the scene and charged with murder. His grandma was brought to the hospital. She didn't die. Okay, woo, thank God. Okay, 11 stab wounds. She's alive. Look at God. Okay, now say she had to go to surgery, child. She's fighting for her life. But why? I don't be getting it. You pissed because you had to help somebody bring your grandmama bringing groceries. If you 29, she at least gotta be 60. Okay, child. Jesus fix it. I don't know what else to do, Jesus. Jesus fix it. That may have been my last random ass story from around the world. Oh, I seen this too. So social users are calling out the use of AI videos and prompts used to convince followers to spend money supporting fake struggling businesses. I think I saw Janelle. I saw Giselle from Potomac who said that she had said, I bought something from something she saw on social media. Turns out it was an AI thing, whatever. Nobody even picked up one to look. Just walked right past one. Why would anyone want your stupid butterfly cardigans? Oh, I guess someone said, oh, this is like fake AI stuff that people are using to get folks to buy their stuff. Oh, the white people walk right past me. Okay, I just need some money. I just need one person to buy my button. That's nice. If you like butterflies, okay, please, somebody buy my stuff. They won't support me. Some girl. First of all, I be so weirded out by ordering stuff online because you never know what's real, what's fake. You can order something online and you get it and it's some bullshit. I never know. It's so you have to be very, very, very careful not to be kind of fooled and tricked. And to me, TikTok is the main thing where you can think is one thing and it's something different because you never know. But since beware of AI business pages for a while now, video showcasing struggling businesses have been taken off social media, on Instagram and on TikTok. The videos all share a common thread. There's normally a plot of someone not receiving support of a product that they worked hard on or they say. But first of all, who are they fooling? Old people? Because is it old people? First of all, I don't want nothing crochet. It's too high here in Michigan for that. But again, I just y'all don't buy nothing for nobody. Okay, buy shit in person, and that's it. I do think that's all of my regular we don't know nobody news. Got a couple of other things. Hold on, let me scroll. Because I want to get to the what's the lady's name? the Bryant lady, okay, the Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, who we discussed her and her alleged fake degrees, the other day. Now, she has been Dr. Cheyenne Bryant or whatever. There's been an issue for folks and they can't find her proof that she has a doctorate degree and whatever. And she came to say, I ain't got to do this for nobody. Well, she's doubling down on not explaining why no one can prove that she's a doctor.
My obedience is to God, not to people. And so as long as I'm in his will and I'm serving and I'm doing his word, my sheep will know my voice, even the sheep in wolf clothing. That is not my battle.
Well,
that's
with the
his.
questions that are out there, why not provide the proof of your degree?
My obedience is to God, not to people. And so as long as I'm in his will, a couple of things, right? I have multiple degrees. And my thing is that my proof isn't something that I have to prove to individuals. My proof is already within my credentials, my degrees, and also more than just my titles. It's in how effective I've been. A couple of things, right?
No, God is at the house like.
So now why am I in it? And you could have did it.
See how I get wrong because you never.
Whenever people start to say stuff like, I don't have to prove nothing in the world because God knows, God saw me. God, I'm doing God's work. Unless you are a pastor or a bishop, please stop bringing God into your foolishness. Okay. I think a lot of folk realize she's full of shit now.
Multiple degrees. And my thing is that my proof isn't something that I have to prove to individuals. I am effective at what I do. I'm educated and I'm successful in my lane. And I'll land on this. I created my own lane. And so a lot of times, Marissa, when people say that you created something that maybe they couldn't, admiration turns into envy.
No, bitch. No. If you are supposed to be a doctor and you claim that you went to school, passed all these tests, tried to all these tests to get a degree to be a doctor, and no one, they're like, wait a minute, we're a doctor. We can't even, where is it? And she's just kind of pushing against it. It makes it seem like you're fake and fugazi. And when I was listening to somebody discuss it, and it was, I don't remember, but when they said, oh, Funky Dineva, when he was like, where's your diploma? Forget your transcripts. Forget other folks not being able to find whatever. Anybody when anyone graduates anything, there is an actual diploma that you get, and no one is like throwing away a diploma, especially not a doctorate, PhD, college degree. Now, somebody who's 80 may not find their high school diploma, but somewhere in the house, a diploma's up on the wall. It is in a frame, whatever. So it's weird to me that Cheyenne keeps fighting against. Well, I didn't do anything. It's in God.
Earn the title. I have multiple degrees, and I'm not going to prove anything to anybody. My obedience is to God, not to people. And so as long as I'm in his will and I'm serving and I'm doing his word, my sheep will know my voice, even the sheep in wolf clothing.
Now,
she is a goddamn liar. She is a motherfucking liar, is what she is.
And people just need to know you can't trust them. So anybody who was trusting her before, you can't trust her going forward. She's full of shit. Leave her alone. Okay? Leave her be. Also, Yanti. Now, Tia Kemp, who for the most part became popular because she is one of Rick Ross's big mamas. And she's this one that be on social media. I guess folks be asking her questions, and she felt like this was a point that she had to point out.
It's gay as fuck if a man likes to be paid by a woman. It's gay. I don't give a fuck what you say. It's gay. Even if you want your ass licked by your woman and you a man, it's gay. Woman and you a man, it's gay. You shouldn't want your booty hole touched, nigga. It's gay. Yeah, it's gay. Gay, 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 gay. Screen record this. It's gay, 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 gay. If any man want his booty hole touched, and there ain't the motherfucking doctor checking their ass for colon or prostate, you're gay. Period. You're gay. It's gay.
Now, I'm not a Young Tia Kemp fan. She's loud and she screams a lot, and it's usually just above my head. I don't be caring. But again, it's gay. It's gay. Gay. Now look. People like what they like. Okay, people like what they like. I will say this about her comment. I feel like the only reason or the only way a person is gay is if they like and want to do things with someone of the same sex. If I'm a woman and I want to get whatever by a woman, I will be a lesbian. Okay. If you're a man and you want a man to do things to you, you're a gay man. But I don't feel like if something is pleasurable and you want to be pleasured by your girlfriend, your wife, your woman, I don't feel that because you are accepting of that pleasure principle that it means you're gay. Okay. Now I don't want no man who want me to pleasure him in the back door. That ain't my ministry. Don't know nothing about it. Okay. Don't we is a non-back door household around here. Okay. However, for men who like that stuff, okay, because it brings them pleasure. If they're doing it with a woman, their wife, their girlfriend, their fiance, whatever it may be, I don't think that's gay. I don't. I think, to me, gay means you want to be sexually handled by someone of the same sex. But if I know what if they know what they like and they know what brings them pleasure, because to me, I just feel like it's they booty. I ain't gonna do that at all. At all. And everybody does stuff sexually that is their kink. I think the only thing that transfers from heterosexual to gay and or lesbian is when you do it with the same sex. So I'm like, girl, stop yelling at people. Calm down. Stop fussing. We don't want to go through all that, girl.
It's gay as fuck if a man likes to be paid by a woman. It's gay. I don't give a fuck what you say.
You know what? I wonder if she be saying stuff to piss off Rick Ross. I have to be wondering sometimes because she be saying shit, and I be looking like, who are you talking about? Why you so involved? It be weird, okay? Anyway, look, y'all take 30 good seconds. Maybe a minute. Take a minute. Take one little minute, like the video, and we'll get to the few things on the thumbnail. I had to scan my topic to see what was even on here. I'm like, girl, what is on your thing to discuss with these couple of people? Anyway, we are back. I hope y'all like the video. Okay. Kodak Black is always in trouble. Okay, they say he's been arrested again. Okay, he's been arrested again days after the drug charge from a couple days ago. He's now being charged with fleeing from the police. I'm like, no, what? Girl, go sit down somewhere, Kodak. Okay. Kodak Black was arrested Thursday in, is it Pompano Beach? Per the Broward County Sheriff's Office. The 28-year-old is facing charges of fleeing and attempting to elude law enforcement, along with resisting arrest without violence. Jailbirds show he is in jail. Again, he was just arrested like maybe 4 or 5 days ago, and the judge let him out. And the judge, look what happened. Okay, look what happened. He back in the prisons. Okay, I just feel like, again, when we see people who consistently gets arrested, locked up, let out, arrested, locked up, let out, I think at some point a judge has to say, you know what, you keep getting locked up, I'm gonna leave you in there. Okay, I'm gonna leave you in there. Again, he was just a couple days ago. One, Kodak Black, in my opinion, I'm not saying it's a fact. In my opinion, Kodak Black is a drug addict. Okay, in my opinion. Kodak Black has a tremendous mental block, a mental issue as well. Okay, and he don't need jail. He need rehab and mental health assessments, counseling assistance. Okay, like something ain't right in his brain, and that is why he consistently keeps getting caught up. And I'm like, jail ain't helping, and neither is letting him out of jail. So at this point, leave his ass in there. Because one, why was he evading police in the first place? Like, what was going on? What you running for? Anyway, his ass locked up. Jesus help him. Okay. Trina, because she on my thumbnail too. I had seen a post earlier because Trina was at. Now, first of all, Trina, did she be rapping for real? Is still a lot of that. Trina was at a concert rapping, child, and her husband was around here, and folks were saying, "Oh, Trina and her husband was fussing and fighting," and Trina was out here chastising that man at a concert. Now, Trina's husband is a bit younger than her, you know, but she said, "Man, get over here." Where's she performing at? I'm just wondering, like, where's she be performing at? What's going on? Why is all the people on stage?
What's up? What's up? Everybody back the fuck up off the stage. First of all, whoever, back the fuck up off the stage.
Yeah, back the fuck up with Trina. Let the bad bitch do her motherfucking performance. Tell her Trina back the fuck up. Yeah. I know that right.
Is her husband a rapper too? Why he on stage?
People from Miami. My baby son, 305, my girl Mia. You ready? I want y'all to
We ain't from Miami, but we love you.
If you not with me, I don't give a fuck who you with. Get off the fucking stage. Stay behind the DJ booth. Just like that.
Nigga, where's security at?
We ain't trying to see y'all.
Now, when the footage leaked and they were saying that, oh, Trina was out up here fussing with a man, cussing her man out, getting his ass or whatever. She said, hold up now, leave me alone, bitch. I was not taking my husband. I was making sure he was good due to an altercation that took place on stage. Too many niggas with bad energy, so I made everybody back up. I'm gonna always protect mine. Stop with false narratives and lies. Should be so way. Now, I feel like, does your man not have situational awareness? Like, I would never want to be with a man who he not even peeping game was on, and he's waiting on me to come save him. Okay, I also feel like there should not be so many random people up on stage. If you're not a part of the show, why are you back here? What is going on? What is happening? So Trina having to say, well, this is what actually happened. I was not taking him. I'm trying to be sure, don't know shit pop off. Okay, it ain't even about my husband. It's about y'all, bitch. But I'm still like, but who are them people? What's going on? And the girl, and I love Trina. I think she's a fantastic person. Okay, we know she's the baddest bitch or whatever. But I also feel like, girl, you should not even be in certain spaces to where it's popping off. Where are you at performing that is 30 now? It's 82 people on stage. And you're having to stop your show to be sure that your husband ain't involved in some bullshit and then clear the girl, where your team at? But she said, leave us alone, bitch. I wasn't checking my man. That ain't what it is. That ain't what it is. So I guess now, okay. Applies, child. Stefan, look. Hoes, it is clout chasing. Stefan Diggs Chef, who we ain't never seen or heard from until this court case, that really happened. Well, now she be posting on social media a lot now, and Plies said he want a chef. Now, first of all, why would you want to? Now, I'm not saying he want to hire that chef, but it's posting that chef about to get her a job, and then he said this.
For me, a chef. Anybody know where I can find a shelf? Yeah, I'm looking for a shelf. A female shelf, though. You ain't even gotta know how to cook. You ain't even gotta know how to cook. I need a shelf. ASAP. I'm looking for me a chef.
One chef non-cooking Mila. Look, everybody got to use what they got to get what they want. Okay, use what you got to get what you want. I get that. However, I feel like her narrative about, oh my God, what happened, blah, 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 with her define. You going on your social media and basically using your body to get attention, dance around in the kitchen. I feel like you're not promoting your cooking. You're using your body to get attention. You're not even showing no food off, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like you are, and look. She has to deal with the bed she made the same way that Stefan does. But I feel like you're not doing yourself any favors with how you are marketing yourself. Okay. Now on her page, this is the only food she posted. Okay. She made this post to it, and I get her comments are still cut off because no one is commenting anything positive. Okay, so she doesn't have her comments on at all. She posting the burnt food, the food she's cooking, because she wants y'all to believe she's a chef and she can really cook meals. However, a true professional, a true athlete, a true rich person would not want you as a chef because look how you present yourself online. Even if you can cook really good hot dogs and mix with greens, no one would want your kind of attention. You know what I'm saying? No one would want to bring you into their home, to their events, because you be around here with a couple of cooking posts, little bit. But then what you promote the most is you dance around your kitchen. Okay, you dancing around your kitchen for attention. And my thing is, if the attraction is supposed to be your cooking, your food, because we love some good food. Okay, we love us some good food, but you dancing around, shaking your ass, twerking, is not letting me know you can cook. Unless you're looking for a stripping ass chef, why would I want to hire you? If I am an athlete and I have a wife, if I'm an actor and I have a wife, whatever, or even if I just don't want to be looked at as a person hiring the goddamn dick sucking chef, and I'm not calling her dick sucker, I'm just saying her antics on her page hire me to fuck you, not hire me to cook food for you. Okay? Because then, let me show y'all I'm real flexible. Okay? I know I ain't posted nothing in forever. Let me show y'all my ass. Okay? I know I'm supposed to be a chef. I'm not going to show y'all how I make the food. No. Let me show y'all my body. And maybe she is pivoting from cooking to being an ass model. I don't know. Okay. And yes, food and fitness go hand in hand. Okay. However, right now, you look more like the stripper on the pole who can make some Chef Boyardee cans than a chef I want to hire to cook for me for the new season. If I'm a baseball player, a hockey player, if I am a CEO of a big company, or whatever it may be, you can't convince now nobody on God's green earth that you're cloning your food. We can't even see the pots, bitch. Where the pots at? Where the good pot child, the non-stick pots, the Dutch oven pots, okay? What are shrimps? Where your seasonings at? How you season your food, bitch? What showing cutting up some onions? You're only showing ass and titties. Okay, so again, on her page, she don't really show much food. She don't post much at all. Because when is this from? Again, it's all old. This is from 2024. Okay, so seeing implies, seeing implies. I want a shit, bitch.
I need a show. ASAP. I'm looking for me a show.
And the sad part is, the more that she acts this way, the more people will be like, Stefan didn't do nothing to that girl. The more folk will then say, Stefan hired that girl to fuck her, not feed him. You know what I'm saying? Because there are female chefs, because I love me a good top chef. Okay, I gotta watch the season finale of the culinary show that come on with Padma. Okay, I love me a good cooking show. Okay, I do. I really do. So there are many females who can cook and who are chefs, and that's why seeing this that's not nice. Seeing Chef cooking Mila twerk her way onto social media is not helping anyone feel like, yes, Stefan did hire her to be a chef and take advantage. No, she knew exactly why she got hired. Because she's in the kitchen out twerking and goddamn thongs and workout gear next to the chicken. Implies, I want me a chef, bitch. Okay. When she sue you, don't come crying to us. Okay, leave us out of it. Okay, y'all know Toya Wright. Lil Wayne's ex-wife, Reginae mama. Well, her husband, Red, okay? Red had some kids, right? Red's baby mama is a dentist, okay? And Red sent the baby mama some text, okay, in a little video, okay? Because she's a dentist and he had a tooth issue, okay? And he was asking about the tooth. So this is a video that now, first of all, his whole back, the whole back of his mouth, horrible. He missing, child, all the teeth missing in the back. Toya, get that man teeth fixed, okay? Anyway, he sent that to the baby mom. Okay, he said, "Can I just pull this out with no problem?" She said, she rolled her eyes. "I wouldn't. You don't know if there is an infection." He then said, "Fuck." She irritated and starting to hurt. She said, "How do you know? How do you have a whole wife, but can't ask her to help you in emergency? Call her for help, not me, unless it has to do with Robbie, which is their son." And folks said, "Bitch, you a dentist." Now, first of all, I don't know if he was a Christian. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure. So it looked like in the back of his mouth, a tooth or the gum is loose. Okay, you see, it's a little child. Was it crack? Was it meth? But in the back of his gum, you can see a little loose part of skin. Okay, in his mouth. And so I feel like, again, because she made the post on social media, post and the video he sent her, and then also the conversation of him asking, like, "Can I put it out?" or whatever, and her response being, "Ask your wife." So people's comments to her was, "Bitch, you're a dentist." He asked you because you're a dentist. Now, Toya don't know shit about teeth. Clearly, because your teeth is fucked up. Okay. So folk point was, you're a dentist upset about child support. And she then said, "So that means I take financial responsibility for everything." Yeah, okay. So people were confused about her posting it as if he was wrong for asking her for her advice as a dentist. Okay. And even her saying, "Ask your wife." Okay, ask your wife. She then said, "Robert Rushing still waiting on the child support, but don't worry, at least there's content to post while your responsibilities stay pending. Until then, y'all enjoy these videos." Again, and she said, "Video I'll call Your Audacity Has More Decay Than Your Tooth." Not a girl, not the tooth decaying. Either way it go, in my opinion. Where is it at? And this is the baby mama. And that's what Red usually look like. Now, we would not know from this picture the back of his mouth is got a decaying tooth. Okay, we would have no idea from that. But again, I don't know why anybody would be upset. Now then, after the fact, she got a little Zelle, a little payment, because Wait No More is, I think, their brand, Toya in Red. She said, "All right, y'all, he's up to date. I'd like to thank you all for your support. Sometimes you gotta get out of character to be heard. Log it off until next time. Remember, brush and floss." People's point was, girl, you are a dentist, bitch. Okay? You're a dentist. Why are you upset that somebody asked you about their tooth and you're a dentist? Who else is he supposed to ask? And when I seen one comment say, he probably asked Toya, and she said, "Nigga, ask your baby mom, she a dentist." How would I know? I don't know what to do. In most, if you have a wife too, my point is, if you do have somebody who is a dentist, they're a doctor, or they're a nurse, most folk do say, "Hey, friend," or "Hey, whatever, should I go to the doctor about this, or yes or no?" And they'll say yes or maybe. I think people's issue was he privately texted you a question. You then posted that shit on social media to shame him for not having his wife help him, but you're a dentist. Toya is a goddamn child. What did Toya do? A social media person. You know, but you know, again, she got some money from it because again, she said he sent her little cash of the app or whatever. But I just feel like maybe don't bring this shit to social media at all. But maybe she wanted some attention. Maybe she wants to be on the next version of the show, baby mamas, baby daddies beefing. I don't know. But again, if you are a dentist and your baby asks you, hey, my tooth look decayful, what can I do? And if your response is, hey, ask your wife, you don't have to post that conversation on social media. To me, that's messy. Because one, some folk don't even know he got kids. What a child outside of one him and Toya has and whatnot. Because you know they don't discuss that shit. But her going and posting on social media for attention, you know, for a little clout, is kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because we have never heard anything negative about this current husband of Toya's and whatnot. But did he owe back child support, or like did he owe for like this month? Which one? Like is child support payment due on the 1st or the 15th? I don't know. Okay, but I feel like her posting this was an attention-seeking thing. Okay, and sometimes, bitch, you don't need the attention. Bitch, you a dentist. Be the dentist. Okay. Hold on. T.I., you know, T.I. has a new album coming out, right? And T.I. had a party in Atlanta. He turned Atlanta's Mercedes-Benz Stadium into Cascade for the release party and whatever. No, it was an album release and also the 20th anniversary of ATL. Now they had been talking about an ATL reunion, an ATL Part 2 for years. Okay, again, the fact that the movie came out 20 years ago is crazy to me. Okay, now where Jason Weaver at? So you know T.I. there. Lauren London, who played Nunu, okay. Evan Ross, who played the brother, you know what I'm saying? Jackie Long Brown there, and the other guy. I can't think of the names. But they're all together, drinking, having a good time, child, reminiscing. I don't think there ever needs to be a part 2 to the movie, ever, because it's been 20 years. Because now we don't need it. They can't be skating at 50 or whatever. He looks older right now, not a bad thing, good thing, whatever. But again, I like it when folk remember the classic movies and they get everybody together before they all gone. Okay, but where the fuck is Jason Weaver? He was in the suit. Maybe Jason Weaver may have been busy because they're doing promo for the last season of The Shy. I'm thinking that's probably why he wasn't there. But it was cute. Now he should have gave Nuno a new chain. Okay, because he snatched the last one. Okay, go ahead. That's what cut last night. Yeah, where the uncle at? Because he alive in real life. Where the uncle at? Okay, where Big Boy at? Who else was a main character in that movie? Even, you know, when the new daddy at? Where the new daddy at, girl? Anyway, that's cute. You know, I like this kind of shit. We appreciate it, okay? But yeah, they don't need to do more. Will Smith will be in a new movie as an FBI agent in a thriller called Sumax. Y'all may not like Will Smith. I love Will Smith. Okay, so again, Will Smith is officially heading back into action with a new high-stakes thriller. Okay, per deadline, he is signed on a star in Supermax, an upcoming action film. Where he'll play an FBI agent investigating a murder inside one of the world's most secure prisons. Ooh, that sounds good, bitch. Ooh. Amazon MGM Studios has secured worldwide rights to the project from Miramax, reportedly worth $70 million. I want to see it. Y'all look, Will Smith is a great actor, okay? Yes, he smacked Chris Rock. Okay. You know, okay, it's fine. But I want to see him as an FBI person investigating who the villain. Because you need a good villain. If Will Smith is the FBI agent investigating, who is the villain? You know, Wesley Snipes plays a good villain because I love Wesley Snipes in Demolition Man when he played Simon Phoenix. So Will he can be maybe Jonathan Majors, because I loved him as a villain in he played a villain in the last season of Loki. He also played, Kang. It could be him. They gotta get a good villain. I can't wait to see it, child. Can't wait to see it. Doja Cat said she stepped away from music for 3 years after concluding her world tour. She did a break. Okay, again, so I might do another mural. I'm going to furnish this whole upper area of my house. But she want to take a little break. Look, when people have been touring, making music, touring, all these things, they want a little break. So she said, bitch, I need a break. And it's fine. Okay. Drake has a new album coming out. I don't really care that much at all and whatnot. It's fine by me. But Drake takes shots at Kendrick Lamar, Joe Budden, and LeBron James in leaked track with upcoming album. Okay, against Kendrick, he said, "You niggas should be ashamed. The fact you had to bring those talks to get some decent plays. All you did was cap like uppercase, dodging the truth until you finally got hit that let you run a base." Drake, move on. Okay, move on. I feel like, still being upset because they called you a pedophile after you called that man a woman abuser. What the fuck on? Okay. Against LeBron James, he said, allegedly, okay, "I shouldn't even be shocked to see you in that arena because you always made your career off of switching teams up. Please stop asking what's going on with 23andMe. I'm a real nigga and he's not. It's in my DNA." Nigga, shut up. Joe Budden, he said, "Drake talking filthy on 1 a.m. in Albany." He said, "LeBron not loyal. He always, what did he say about Joe Budden? I don't know." Anyway, child, Drake, you could have been guy that if Drake would have just moved on from losing the rap battle, it wouldn't really be an issue. But the nigga ain't moved on, But if y'all care, got an album coming out, try to watch it. What Birdman doing? Let me listen. What Birdman do?
Question to you is, if you know and understand everything that is going on, why are you continuing to push out music that poisons the community?
I don't feel that as far as into every speak about me in general. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like I have kids of my own. I'm usually gonna make my child go do that unrespectable. I think respect comes at home. Like, you can't dictate what I do on saying my words have something to do with his kids and how he controls his life. Controlling his life gonna start with his parents.
Birdman said, "Bitch, don't blame me for your kids. Okay, you can't if the music. Now, first of all, is it like is Cash Money still pushing out like music? I don't know. But when people try to blame rappers because the kids hear the music and the kids then want to do what rappers do, I feel like the shit starts at home. You can't blame me. And right, who the hell got a Q&A in a church with Birdman? Like, for what and for how?
We all can agree.
Hold on 1 second. One moment.
And again, they said that he was at the event promoting ending violence and was confronted with someone saying, "But you push the music that be, poison the community."
Excuse us 1 moment. we're here to stop the violence. We're here to put a new mindset in the.
I want to speak his mind. So what you feel, huh?
Right. So we all can agree that music is very influential, even though
life in general is influential, and not just music. If you talk about life, getting up every morning, feed the children, feed the family, going to work, getting at work. If you ain't got that, you got to go get it how you get it. So you can't charge it to a nigga with a microphone. You saying? Sure. You got all kind of stuff that's in life, man. It's weird out there. It's really fucked up out there, man. You gotta.
Is he cussing it, girl? Nigga, if what are them cuss words in the Lord's house?
You're be conscious about who you are and raise your kids to be better than you.
Now that's with that issue. The issue with that is, okay, I come from a good background, all right, and not both of my parents. But at the end of the day, the music, the exposure to the music that is being put on the television, as far as what's being control of that, homie.
That man sound dumb. Okay, that man sound dumb. First of all, anybody saying, yeah, my parents raised me and made me who I am. However, if I hear a rap song telling me to go do some crazy stuff, I'ma do that. It's like, no. I've heard many songs. I've seen video. I've never thought, you know what? When Lil Kim was rapping about fucking and sucking, I didn't want to go fucking suck. I would rap it, but I'm not gonna go do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can. When I heard folks rapping about drug, I'm not gonna go sell no drugs, bitch. I don't want to do that. I'm not going out and popping nobody. Yeah, there are some kids who hear music and do dumb shit, but that's not the artist's fault. It really, really isn't, because we see movies of crazy things. Art, we see art, whether it's movies, TV shows, music, or whatever. Everybody ain't out here doing dumb shit because they seen or heard something. If you see a song playing, if you hear a song playing and you think, you know what, I'm gonna go get high off some lean. I'm gonna go sell drugs. I'm gonna go and shoot and blah, blah, blah. Because Petey Pablo said, who am I? Well, nigga, don't listen to Petey Pablo. Okay? Don't listen to Petey Pablo. You can't blame the music, because even if you think your child would be susceptible to influence because of music, as a parent, you have to watch that shit. I don't know your child. I don't know your kid. So I can't know that me saying when I was younger, I was out here selling and whatever. And I don't know that. You can't hold me accountable for that. So people do need to know, no, that shit starts at home. And if your child just so happens to see some music, somebody keeps saying see music, hearing some music, and they then do the shit, that's because they're stupid. Okay, that's on your dumbass child. Don't blame the artist. Unless the artist say, hey, Jimmy Dean, sausage from Maryland, go do this dumb shit because I told you to. And they listen, that's different. But girl, sir, shut up. Okay? Hold on, y'all. I gotta get my ice. Y'all go listen to do a little minute. Do a little minute. Okay, do a little minute. I need to get my ice out the thing. Okay, I'm back. I'm up and making ice and forgot, and I did not want the ice to be sitting there melting in the ice maker. Let's get back to the show. Okay, I did not mean to pause right there. I just had to. Rihanna. Rihanna's, the girl who shot up Rihanna's house, they said she may be mentally unfit for trial. She is. Anybody that drives across the country to shoot at someone's house they don't know, they're crazy. They're crazy. Per the court procedures, 35-year-old Florida speech pathologist Vanna Ortiz may be mentally unfit to stand trial after her attorney raised doubts about her competency. Okay. Again, she's facing attempted murder charges and assault with a deadly weapon and whatnot. Look, you had people who are mentally insane. They're not there all the way up there. And that's a real thing. I do think based on the post that she was making on social media before she went and shot at Rihanna, she was already showing signs of not really being, mentally sane. It doesn't mean that she should not be held accountable for her actions. Maybe she does not need prison. However, she needs to be in a mental institute for about five years. Okay. She, to me, when someone is not mentally fit for trial or whatever, I don't think that means let them out. What that means is they probably don't even get what's going on. However, they still need to be held accountable. They may not need prison. They need some counseling, some therapy for some years. Okay. Period. It says they are, hold on. The public defender, okay, expressed a doubt about competency, saying temporarily clear the courtroom for private discussion regarding her client's defendant health. The closed door hearing, the judge ruled there was not enough substantial evidence to halt the proceedings. Okay. The courtroom exchanges reportedly became heated as Ortiz argued with her attorney over scheduling matters and previously attempted to have him removed. Meaning, first of all, if you girl, go to court. Okay. Again, I still feel like she has some mental issues, and either in whatever she's in the suit, it should be in conjunction with her getting some mental therapy. But girl, go sit down somewhere. Now, there also was, talk about ASAP Rocky and Rihanna. They're at odds because that whole Met Gala event. And then they were seen somewhere like a couple of days after the Met Gala, and folk like, oh, they don't look happy. I'm like, I need people to know not everybody is walking around smiling, holding hands, and lovey-dovey every day. But sometimes I am pissed at my man, and he's pissed at his woman, and we don't feel like being filmed. But y'all in our fucking face, bitch, okay? However, okay, their son, RZA, turned 4, and they had a whole birthday party with all the fixings, all the kids around there and whatnot, and Rihanna and the kids and the daddy, whatever, at good time. Now, first of all, they look, girl, they look fly. Okay. A runway. A whole runway. Okay. But again, I just need folk to know when you see couples outside, when you catch people in their element, okay, sometimes they not gonna look happy. Sometimes they just want to be left the fuck alone. And if I'm out and about or whatever, and every time I'm out and about, you in my face with a camera, you may catch me on a day of being aggravated. Okay? Because I'm human. And if you think that every time you see me and my man, we're going to be up and smiling and ha ha, no, because he ate all my cereal and I'm hungry. No, because he would not go give me a Snickers. No, because he, whatever the reason may be. So the whole thing about them seeing the people, oh, they must not be happy. Bitch, no, maybe I'm just tired. Okay, leave me alone, ho. You know what I'm saying? What it do seem like is they have a good union. Okay, they got nice children and whatnot, and that's what should matter. Okay, so please leave people alone. Okay, and sometimes if you see a celebrity out, get out their face. Okay, get out their face and whatever. Okay, and that's their son Riot. You know what I'm saying? So they said, "Bitch, leave us alone. We okay. We together." Not ASAP fashion is different. Like child is he be different. He is it's just different. But it aggravates me when I see people be like, "Oh, let's record somebody from afar," and then say, "You know what? It looked like they don't like each other. We see them happy. That's fake." They're upset. Then it's 2 days later. See, he don't look happy. It's like, bitch, I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? She wouldn't suck my dick this morning. I didn't eat her coot last night. I chose not to give her head that tight. So then she chose to not give me head today. And now we both upset. Okay. The kids broke the TV. The maid quit. It can be anything, or it could be, bitch, I'm tired. I got my period. Okay, it could be his hair itch because he needs some jojoba oil. Kandi, Kandi and Todd, are officially divorced, and for the most part, we have not really seen Kandi because Kandi is not on our TVs every week. We're not privy to her life, what's going on and whatnot. And I know she did that I did, I'm done one woman show. I think she had either 1 or 2 shows so far. She could do a couple more. But Kandi was doing an interview and broke down. I said, "Oh Lord, Kandi.
Don't make me cry. Where's my tissue? How does anybody navigate?"
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Wait, bring it together. Ooh. Okay, I'm listening.
No, I'm just saying, I just hope that you're taking time, out for yourself. Because you wear so many hats and do a lot.
I stay busy. Can we wait, give me 2 seconds before I start. Now, I mean, if y'all ain't heard, I got divorced recently after 12 years of marriage. It was 2.5 years now. So we was together 15 years.
How have you been able to heal, from the divorce? Because I know in the show you do, reveal some infidelity, but how were you able to heal from that?
I don't think I'm healed.
Okay.
I don't.
I mean, it's still kind of, it's less than a year, huh? Since it happened.
Oh, yeah. It's been less than a year. It's, that was July. I'm not healed. No, I'm not healed. Okay, simply, you already see me as I'm one of those people, I try not to talk about, I guess like I said to you earlier, I don't like to talk about stuff because I don't like to be emotional. I don't like to be sad. I like to live into the positive, lean into the positive, lean into the fun. Don't make me cry.
I think you're so used to Kandi.
Where's my tissue?
Being so strong and being so busy, and even anyone thinking that she is healed already, I think that's a dumb question or even a dumb assumption. You know what I'm saying? As she said, she filed in July, so it hasn't been a year yet. And when you've been with somebody for almost 15 years, y'all have 2 young children together, and I feel like their marriage and the demise of their marriage, it seems from the little bitty clue we've gotten so far, it doesn't seem as if they were headed toward divorce. How some other marriages have issues for a while, they kind of fall out of love, and so the divorce is kind of easier. It feels like they had a relationship, they had a marriage, and things quickly fell apart. And she decided to, you know what, I can't. So anyone even assuming, you know, well, how have you healed? She's like, no, haven't healed at all. And it's a good thing for her to admit, no, I haven't healed. I'm still him. And even her showing her emotions and how she still, you know, can get teary-eyed about it. Because, you know, I don't think most people don't want their marriage to end at all. You know, no one wants to feel as if like the marriage, you know, ended and it was a failure. Especially if it's a situation where it wasn't as if they had been going down, down, down for a while. But Kandi had made a post before, and she was saying how, you know, something happened and she just couldn't accept what it was. And there have been rumors that Todd cheated and Kandi just, you know what I'm saying, wanted to, you know, not deal with his disrespects from whatever he did. And so that's also a hard pill to swallow. And again, your kid's life changes, your life changes, it's a whole thing. So Kandi breaking down, to me, is a good thing because she is one expressing her emotions, letting folks know, hey, it's okay to not be okay. We're gonna send love and light to Kandi. Okay, I think we still pissed at Todd. I think we're still pissed at Todd. Todd is on our list. Okay. Nick of the Cannons. Nick is getting a docu-series, which I think is like a reality show. But Netflix is giving Nick a docu. I said, no, why? I said, no, for what? For why? You know, look, Nick Cannon is, he irks my nerves, y'all. He really irks my nerves. And I had to take my hair down because I just want to scratch my scalp. But Nick Cannon and his, you know, there's 6 moms of his kids, really 5. It's Mariah, the Britney girl, Mariah, the Britney girl, Abby, and like 3, I think it's like 6 women. I think it's like 6, if I'm not mistaken. But again, Netflix, 12 kids, 6 moms, all the chaos. So Netflix is giving him a docuseries. It says the actor, rapper, creator is getting his own docuseries on Netflix, giving an intimate look at his life as he raised his 12 kids. Let's also be clear, Nick not raising them kids. I don't know why they want to act like Nick is at the house with them kids making breakfast on Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's not what happens. The women, okay, the mothers of the kids are who raise them babies. You know, because you can't. The only time Nick is probably raising them is when he go visit. Like when he goes to visit them children. But I don't. So it's the weird thing of him is always is to show him raising 12 kids and co-parents with 6 different moms. Now, first of all, y'all think Mariah gonna participate? I can't see Mariah agreeing to film with Nick about them kids. I can't. Okay. The series is coming this winter on Netflix. I said per Netflix, the series will take viewers from $1 million meetings to midnight diaper runs as Cannon navigates his wildly unconventional family life, all while managing his career and what they're calling headline making drama. It's just different. I thought I had another post about it. I just don't, it's probably the same thing. Yeah, I just don't see Nick as the doting dad. I just don't. I don't see him, and even if he's going to get diapers at midnight, girl, no. I don't think is any of his babies even still in diapers. Let's Google Nick Cannon kids. I feel Nick Cannon. I put in Nicki. Nick Cannon's kids. I just wonder. Let's see. So again, the twins, but Mariah was born in 2011. Okay, let's do the math. 2026 minus 2011. The twins are 15. Okay. He then had Golden, who was born in 2017. Okay, so Golden is 9. So then the youngest baby, this is crazy. Golden was born in 2011, 2017. Powerful Queen was born in 2020. Then the twins, Zion and Zillion, were 2021. Zen 2021. So those three were born, and Zen is when I passed away. Were born in 2021. In 2022, he had Rise with Brittany, who was born in September 2022. He had Beautiful with Abby De La Rosa, born in November 2022. He had Halo with Alyssa, who was born in December of 2022. He had Legendary with Bree, born in June of 2022. And then he had Onyx with Lanisha in September of 2022. So he had 5 kids born in 1 year. Again, 5 kids all born. Rise, Beautiful, Halo, Legendary, and Onyx. 5 children born in 2022 by 5 different women. That's insane. 5. And even Powerful was born in December 2020. The twins were born in June of 2021. So then again, still 6 months later. Zen, who was born in June of 2021. So even then he had 4 kids within the same. So again, Nick had 9 kids. Child. So I feel like, this whole narrative of him fatherhood and raising the babies and running to get diapers. It's like, nigga, no. Okay, at all. His youngest kids are 4. Is babies are 4-year-olds in diapers? Don't they be diapering before they turn 4? I'm just wondering. 3 or 4? Anyway, maybe they need pull-ups at 3. Okay, but again, I don't. This whole narrative is some fragging up bullshit. Okay, well, yeah, I'm gonna watch it though. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it and talk cash money shit about that bad girl. Okay, Chris of the Browns. Okay, Chris Brown, a trespasser. Now, why folk keep going to Chris Brown's house? Okay, why does folks keep going around there? For what? Okay, you can't be doing this shit. You're gonna get killed around there. Okay. Again, trespasser at Chris Brown's house arrested after jumping the fence and attempting to start a fire on the property, then returning the next day. Okay, a man was taken into custody after allegedly jumping the fence at Chris Brown's house in Tarzana on Wednesday, and then trying to start a fire. Is he a firebug? Authorities were called and informed that the 4-man had been ongoing. Wait, girl, they be fucking up. Police was called and informed that the foreman had been an ongoing issue. He was originally spotted trying to gain access to the gate at the home. He was arrested for trespassing, but shockingly returned to the home on Thursday. Girl, arrest him. And I also feel like shit keep happening at Chris Brown's house. One, if you come to my house one day and you are like trespassed by the police and you come back, I'm gonna shoot you the second day. If you come by my house the first time and you're told don't come around here, okay? You come around here anyway, I'm going to shoot you the second time I see you. Because why are you here? Okay, for what? Now, thank God, nothing crazy happened and whatnot. Thank God no one was hurt. But I still feel like people are crazy these days. And people showing up at celebrities' houses should not be happening. Okay. Also, celebrities, y'all need better houses and security. We never heard of somebody working in Beyonce's house. We don't even know Beyonce live. Okay. But again, child, he's arrested, thank God. But y'all gotta stop it. Okay, cut it out, bitch. Who else on my thumbnail? So I'll be forgetting. We almost done. I did Trina and whatnot. Okay, hold on. I gotta keep. Let me keep looking. I think I'm gonna say Lizzo and Nicki Minaj for last. Y'all, did y'all hear about the Memphis? Brandon Clark, 29, passed away. I'm like, when did this play on the scene, child? And they kept saying they think it may be a possible overdose, like some drug stuff. I said, damn. So sad, so sad. May he rest in peace. We seen his teammate, make a heartfelt post, about losing his teammate. I'm like, people, 29 is so young. So young. I just want to put, mention that and whatever. Wait, hold on. I want to be. Oh, Perry Jackson scored a legal win in battle over Michael Jackson estate. The judge ordered $625K in bonuses to be paid back from the law firm. Now, first of all, why lawyers? Why they getting a bonus? Okay. Per team, the LA judge ruled that $625K in bonuses paid to third-party law firms by state executor John Branca and John McClain must return to the state. Now, why would the estate send bonuses to third-party law firms? $625,000 in bonuses to a third-party law firm. I feel like that's insane, in my opinion. The parents had raised concerns about the payments made in 2018 were excessive and lacked proper approval, questioning whether the estate was being properly overseen. I fully agree. The court acknowledged the executor's role in turning the once heavily indebted estate into a highly profitable business, noting they helped generate real and substantial generational wealth for parents and siblings. However, the judge ultimately found that the disputed bonus were not properly approved, and Redwood executives responded that they were gratified the court recognized their work while also stating they respect the ruling and what move forward. You can't be paying the people extra money just because. And giving someone bonuses, even if this is the thing, if you worked to get the estate to what it is, cool. I just don't think that you should continually benefit from the work you've done if you've already been paid. I don't think you should get bonuses if you've already been paid. In my opinion. Especially child down near meal. The fuck? Paris said, bitch, not on my watch. Paris said, not on my watch. Not today, devil. Not today. Child, I be forgetting that fast, child. Cardi and Nicki and Lizzo. Cardi. Well, first of all, let me go to Twitter. Because the situation with Tasha K kind of came to a head, right? And I had to save a post explaining the stuff on my Twitter. On my Twitter. Hold on. Is this it? Boom. So, okay. Now y'all know Cardi B and Tasha K was in court because Cardi B accused Tasha K of, hey, you round here, you know you're not supposed to discuss me. You're not supposed to discuss me. You're not supposed to discuss nothing going on with me and my peoples. Okay, so Tasha was taken to court and Tasha lost in court. We're waiting to see what the judge has said. So this is per document team, which always have court updates or whatever. The bankruptcy judge has now ruled in Cardi B's favor in the sanctions fight against Tasha K, finding Tasha K in civil contempt, against civil contempt, not legal, not criminal, in civil contempt, ordering her to stop and awarding Cardi B's attorney fees and costs. Okay, on the May 13th, 2026 order, judge said, okay, granted Cardi B's motion in part, found that Tasha K violated the non-disparagement agreement, her confirmed Chapter 11 plan multiple times, meaning when Tasha K filed for bankruptcy and they came up with a payment agreement for the $4 million show Cardi B, a part of the agreement, a part of the court, all that shit was you are not supposed to speak about Cardi B and anyone close or attached to Cardi B. That would include her baby daddies, ex-husband, and all that shit. Okay. The court order is especially notable because it explicitly holds that Offset and Stefan Diggs are both protected under the bankruptcy plan of non-disparagement clause, okay, of Cardi. But the thing is, Tasha knew that. Okay, Tasha know she's not supposed to discuss Offset or Stefan, but because she was trying to toe that line of fucking with Cardi, she would do it anyway, delete the post and think it's cool. Well, nope, not today, Jesus. Okay. Again, both Stefan and Offset are protected under the bankruptcy clause, where she cannot speak about them. The judge found that Tasha K violated the clause on no fewer than the occasions identified in the court's motion on YouTube, on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Facebook thread, TikTok, and even the Morning Hustle Radio program. So on every streaming site, Tasha breaking rules. Okay. The judge also rejected one of Tasha's case court defenses that deleting the post after fixed it. Okay. The order says the cure provision only applies to a very narrow category involving an unidentified Cardi family member, and that none of the violations here fit the category. The court held that for these posts, you did it. And you posting it and deleting it doesn't mean that you did not break the rules in the law civilly. Okay. The court ordered Tasha K and anyone acting in concert with her to immediately cease and desist from violating the clause, including direct, indirect, and coded references to Cardi and her family, and to immediately remove all content from any social media platforms, websites, blogs, or other channels controls. Meaning, she has her website, so she can't even say shit on her. I gotta sneeze. I know what's coming. Ooh, she can't even say shit on her website. That's a paywall. You can't say shit. Not today, not ever. Okay. On Monday, Cardi won a civil fee ruling. The judge awarded her attorney fees and costs in two categories. First, for the work of monitoring, documenting, and enforcing Tasha K compliance from the date of confirmation through the hearing, and second, for the work involved in researching and drafting the reply brief. We will know the amount later, meaning all the money Cardi had spent. Thank y'all. I'm gonna let sneeze. Thank you. Any fee Cardi had to pay her lawyers to have them track Tasha K and all that shit, Tasha owed those fees. You know what I'm saying? And what's crazy is Tasha couldn't stop, and she won't stop. There was also a direct sanction against Tasha K's lawyers because of the citation problem in the opposition brief. The court imposed bankruptcy rule 9011, sanctions against Chad T. Van Horn and Van Horn Law Group PA an amount equal to 10% of the reply award that Cardi B receives, meaning even Tyler's lawyers owe money. So, it's so weird to me that Tasha refuses to leave that lady alone. Okay? Leave that lady alone. Stop it. Cut it out. Because when you keep doing shit, you keep getting caught. It costs you more money. And again, I know it has to be frustrating for her to not be able to discuss Cardi B, but I'm like, there's so many other celebrities in the world. And you are such a notable, popular YouTuber. You have millions of followers, views, and all that shit. You do not have to discuss Cardi, Offset, or Stefan. There's no one else who is in Cardi's world that would fall into that. But like, it's 3 people: Cardi, Offset, and Stefan. Bitch, leave it alone. Leave it alone. And the fact that you keep trying to play the total line is because it keeps costing you money. It really makes Tasha seem like she's delusional and obsessive when it comes to Cardi, and that's stupid. It's dumb. Okay? That's one thing. Separately, okay, child, Cardi and Stefan Brown, they're trying to get some food. And somebody called Cardi cussing his ass out. Okay, upset and whatnot. Now, when I seen this, I said, okay, I don't fuss in public. I've always been a firm believer in me and my dude, we don't fuss in public. Because 1, I don't like nobody in my business. Okay. And for 2, people see shit and they start assuming shit. When I'm heated, I can be just as ferocious right here. If I'm pissed off, and I'm like, what's weird to me is people be at home fussing what they do, and it could be a heated argument. You know what I'm saying? And people won't try to say, "Oh, see, I told you so." We don't hear what's being said. All we see is she saying, "Nigga, what?" Okay, we don't know what it's about. This could be me saying, "I told your ass to get here at 4 o'clock. You came at 5. We didn't miss a reservation. Now I'm hungry." You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm like, I don't see people arguing there and say, "Girl, see, I knew he cheated." I'm hungry. You late. I'm hot. You on bullshit. Or it could be, I told you that bitch wasn't shit and couldn't cook and you want to hire her any fucking way. It could be, I told you don't fuck that bitch by yourself, only fuck with me. I don't know, okay? But folks caught them in this quick 5-second clip. And folks, "Oh, see, we told you so, bitch. We told you." Okay. There's also this clip from TMZ of them just sitting there talking or whatever. Again, there is no, we can't hear what's being said at all. So we don't know what the argument could be. We just know that we seen Cardi B saying, "I told you to hear 4 o'clock, you hear 5, bitch, I'm hungry and we can't eat. I gotta wait to eat." Okay. I told you, you saying all that shit. So Cardi did a post and said, "Sometimes I forget I'm a celebrity. Damn, y'all ain't never cuss your baby out when y'all was hungry." So she's not denying she cussed his ass out. We just wonder for what. What was, my shirt keeps coming up. What was a cuss out for? I don't know. Okay. However, child, that's their life. You know what I'm saying? She is fully aware of who that man is. And he is aware who she is. Okay. Cardi is a loud, yelling person in general. We've seen her go off on social media. So this could be something where she was pissed off and cut his ass out. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, hey, I cut the guy all the time too. I don't know. I just think don't do that in public. Because even if this isn't even if this is a simple, you know, I'm hungry argument, you know, people are gonna look at it and call Cardi stupid for even being with him. So Cardi, you are not just a celebrity, you are a celebrity, bitch. You know what I'm saying? You are a celebrity. And I always tell y'all, it is cameras everywhere. You would just never know when someone's, and if you Cardi B and Stefan, someone's watching. Someone's watching. So Cardi said, bitch, look, it ain't nothing to see here. Yep, I cussed his ass out. So what? I was hungry. Bitch. She said, "Oh, leave me alone. I don't want to play with y'all no more." Okay. Again, she know who he is, and he know who she is. And if they want to fight it out, fuck it out, fuss it out, that's on them. But I'm telling y'all, stop doing this in public, because all it does is cause chatter for us to discuss. In a simple, nigga, I told you to get here by 4 for a reservation. You late, and now we can't eat, and I'm pissed the fuck off. I told you, it could be that simple. But folks are gonna say, no, it's because he's cheating. It's because he ain't shit. And she's pissed because he ain't shit. And the chef was right. So, you know, in those moments you can't argue outside, because a simple argument about I'm hungry and you late and I can't eat turns into I ain't shit, I'm worthless, I'm done fucking with you, you ain't shit, you fuck all the hoes, I accept it, and I'm a dumb bitch. Girl, again, child, pick and choose. The Lizzo Nicki Minaj situation, okay? One thing, first of all, this bitch, look, y'all, boom.
It's almost hurtful to me to watch her be so dumb.
Nicki Minaj likes saying things to get attention. Okay. Her saying she was disappointed in Barack Obama. And the expectation that Black entertainers would automatically vote Democratic. You know, she touched on his friendship with Jay-Z, saying, I think Jay-Z ended up costing Obama a lot, whether he knows it or not. Lots of rappers don't like Jay-Z, and we're afraid to say it. She first became friends with Obama during the 2024 election. A campaign. He campaigned for Harris. How the fuck you upset with somebody that campaigned for somebody else? Anyway, and made comments about Black male voters being uncomfortable with making a woman president. Well, he was right. What do you mean, bitch? Okay. I just saw so many videos of Black men saying they didn't like the way they felt about that speech that Obama gave. Bitch, they felt like they weren't being listened to. Nicki trying to use Jay-Z and Barack Obama as scapegoats as to why she supports Code 45 is a reason why I hope her cootie seals up and dies of thirst. And again, Everyone has a right to vote and support who they want to. Cool, bitch, do that. But do that based on your own reasons. Coming out in 2026 and saying, I blame Jay-Z. I blame Barack Obama. You know, rappers don't even like Jay-Z. Like, what the fuck do you mean? I always wanted to support Code 45, but didn't want to disappoint my fans. So again, y'all, that's y'all girl. Okay? That's y'all homegirl. I don't fuck with that bitch no more. I need everyone to know, for me,
She is a goddamn liar. She is a motherfucking liar, is what she is.
Okay.
Man, what the fuck is you talking about?
What the fuck was that?
I'm
sorry, man. I wasn't thinking about it.
Okay. Okay.
Shut your mouth. Okay?
Okay.
Shut up. That is so stupid.
Period. So she's telling y'all who she supports. She letting y'all know that she on that bullshit. So this to fall in line accordingly. Fall in line accordingly. You know, the world today is insane. And the fact that she chooses now to be supportive of him speaks volumes. Okay? So for me, it's fuck that hoe. Okay? Fuck her. Fuck her. Okay? Now, Lizzo spoke out because, Nicki Minaj had, said some things. Okay? Nicki said, fat Lizzo lost 20 pounds. She sells 20 albums. So now she has loose skin and a flop album. And a weird charge. Sheesh.
Still fuck with Nicki Minaj. I think that other people's opinions of me are not my business. So I don't really know what exactly was said about me.
I would never talk on TikTok because I would hate to be having a real conversation and people are able to put clown makeup on my face.
But I do know that there were some things said about me from her on the internet. I am choosing not to know about that. I don't want to know. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, like, it's not going to make a difference. It's not going to make a difference to my everyday life. Whether someone likes me or not, or whether they say something mean about me or not. Somebody asked me if I still fuck with Nicki Minaj.
Now, the question is simple. Even if you don't know what she said, you don't engage in what she said, if someone is talking shit about me, I don't fuck with them. I don't have to know the ins and outs, but what I would have said was, because I know she said some negative things about me, I don't really rock with her right now. Like, I don't talk to her, we don't communicate. So whatever she said is what she said, but I am not talking to her.
I think that other people's opinions have to keep it pushing. I hope that's a sufficient answer. It's like a lot of people talk shit about me on the internet. A lot of people. People I actually know. People I actually have a personal relationship have talked shit about me on the internet like I'm just a random celebrity to them. It's bizarre. Like, I'm like, how is you cool? Like, I actually know you. Why Why are you talking about me to go viral? It's weird. I'm not talking about Nicki Minaj when I say this. I don't know Nicki Minaj personally. I do not have a personal relationship with Nicki Minaj. I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about people I had a personal relationship with. Please do not clip this and make this into something it's not.
Fuck Nicki is what I would have said. Also, Lizzo was complaining because the album coming out. I'm like, Lizzo got an album coming out? But Lizzo was talking about how, you know, algorithms in social media is like hurting the music industry.
Algorithm-based way that social media functions now is destroying the music industry. Now, when I say the music industry, I don't mean music culture. I don't mean the good music that's out. I don't mean our ability to connect via social media to music. I'm talking about the actual industry that allows artists to sell their music for profit. Because if your algorithm is super serving you things out of order of when they're happening, then the general public has no idea when music is actually coming out. I have had several occasions where there were artists whose music I was actually looking forward to, I completely missed because I didn't realize it was out because my algorithm didn't tell me. And I don't want to blame everything on the algorithm. Of course, we curate our own reality. However, back in the day, which was maybe even just 5 years ago, we used to get things chronologically. Because of streaming and social media and our post-COVID chronically online society, most of music marketing is online. Not to mention budgets are, therefore, music marketing relies heavily on social media. But now, ever since the algorithm has been showing us things out of order, baby, there's actually no way to successfully promote an album where everyone knows your album is coming.
Now, she also complained in a separate video. I don't know if I had the other video that she did. She was talking about how she tried.
The album.
That's not it.
And
she was talking about.
They Love Me.
I don't have it. She was talking about how her label don't even have the funds or did not put forth the funds for a proper promotion for an album. And while there is very much so a truth to what she's saying, because the algorithm is real. I tell y'all something all the time. I'll be live and no one knows because I'm not in the algorithm. I'm saying YouTube pushes people videos how they want to push them. So if y'all don't come looking for me, or if I don't post and post and post and post and post, no one knows I'm here. You know what I'm saying? At all. So for Lizzo's point, her point is, even if I'm posting on social media, unless I'm being pushed out, no one will see it. My fans may not see it because the algorithm is just weird. Now, I think the difference is Lizzo may be so used to having a team behind her, a label behind her. She wants them to do the heavy lifting of promotion. And I'm like, you can't do that anymore. Sometimes you have to be the promotion tool. You have to post over and over and over. Go outside, child, do viral things, child, get with the people, okay? And think outside the box. How things were promoted before, it just doesn't work anymore. It just doesn't. You may have to go on the road, child. Cardi did it too. You know, Cardi, the way that Cardi promoted her album was amazing. She went to different events. She was doing all these things. She was on a train and all that stuff. And sometimes that's what it takes. So I'm not saying that she's not right in her stance and how things are happening on social media. That's true. What she said is 100% true. Because I've noticed too that, you know, if you're not paying attention, it could be a new movie out for your fave, a new album or song out for your fave. But because social media does not tell you what's out, you don't know. So she is right in saying the way things are promoted and pushed, unless you go looking for it, you may not see it. And Lizzo is in the like I've never listened to a Lizzo albums. I'm not in that category, but I know she has diehard fans. And so I think her issue may be she has stuff coming out and she don't know how to promote it in a way that it won't flop. She's not sure how to promote it in a way with her label not putting all this money behind her. Because, 5 years ago, you maybe did have $500,000 to promote an album. But now we're going to give you like $10,000. $10,000 and do what you will. I don't know. So Lizzo, you just have to figure it out, child. Figure it out. But you should first tell Nicki Minaj, fuck you, bitch. Okay? Fuck you. Anyway, y'all, guess what? That is it. Okay? I was able to stretch, child, to stretch this to be to this to be, 2.5 hours. I am tired, y'all. Again, the Pistons play tomorrow, so I will probably not be live unless something huge happens. And again, unless something huge happens, I'm not gonna be live. Again, it wasn't much. Child, you said it wasn't much today, bitch. It wasn't much at all, but I got it done. Okay, I did the best I could do with what I had. Okay, but y'all make sure to like the video. Okay, y'all make sure to subscribe to the channel. Okay, you can also watch the other. I did a car conversation this morning. Go and watch it. I was live yesterday. Well, not yesterday. I was live Tuesday. Go watch it. I was live on Saturday. Go watch it again. Go watch whatever you haven't watched already. Okay. Again, we was around here today, child. I was able to throw together a little thumbnail and whatnot. But yeah, I'm done. I gotta go to bed. I did a nap. I gotta go. But I love y'all. Okay. Y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. Okay. And we'll talk again. Maybe we'll see, Fridays that will one day out. I don't know. But if I'm gonna be live, it'll be posted. Either here, it'll be posted on my IG. So, you know what I'm saying? I'll try to let y'all know when I'll be live again. Either Friday or Saturday, I'll be live. Okay. I gotta go though, y'all. Love y'all. Bye.